Hi, it's Jan Sky from Brain Potential. Welcome to Brain Potential Insights. And today I have a very special guest, Toni Perrin from Kick-Ass Marketing. Welcome, Toni.
Thanks very much, Jan. I'm happy to be here.
That's great. Let me tell everybody a little bit about you, first of all. Toni is a copywriter and marketer who is trained as a master practitioner in neuro-linguistic programming, timeline therapy, and hypnotherapy. She lives in sunny Cairns and offers copywriting, blog writing, website design, marketing strategy, and automation services to clients all over Australia, as well as internationally. She will help you to get crystal clear on your messaging to attract your dream clients. And this is at the core of everything Toni does. So Toni, tell us a little bit more about that.
So I'm kind of unique in the sense that I am trained in NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, which is really about understanding the language of the brain. And I'm sure you know a lot more about that, Jan. But what I do is I use that with my clients so that, first of all, I can kind of coach them and help them get very clear on what it is that they want and what clients they want to service. And then use the appropriate language to talk directly to those clients or those potential clients.
And that's what's important, isn't it? Some people, or a lot of people, have wonderful ideas about setting up a business and they come to you for assistance. But some of their ideas perhaps are set in concrete from a long time ago, or they maybe are hanging on to beliefs or values that aren't true for them today. So getting people to have an understanding or get to the clarity of where they're going, that's a brilliant tool.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of people, even if they are in an established business, they may have a good idea of what they want, but sometimes that can be influenced by those negative emotions or limiting beliefs from the past, and it prevents them from getting where they want to go.
Yeah, and those limiting beliefs from our past, and of course with your skills in NLP and in timeline therapy, of course, as well, those limiting beliefs from our past hold so many of us back without us realizing it.
Yeah, and hey, I was there too. It wasn't until I did my NLP courses and started doing some of the cleanup work to get rid of all that stuff that wasn't serving me anymore, that my business really started to thrive. I certainly was one of those ones that had, I grew up like a lot of us did with the old money doesn't grow on trees and you've got to work hard for money and all that kind of stuff. And when you release those decisions, it's amazing what can happen.
Oh, that's funny, Toni. It sounds like you might have had the parents I had, but I'm sure that couldn't be true.
Oh, I think it's a societal thing. I think we've all heard the cliches for sure.
Yes, and I've been talking lately to a lot of financial people in the industry, and some of the beliefs, well, the stressors around financial issues are just amazing, and they can really limit what we believe our true value is.
Absolutely. One of the first things I really noticed when I came out of my NLP course was that I started charging what I was worth. I put my prices up, which, seems to be a kind of a dirty thing to say sometimes, I think, for a lot of people. But when you start charging what you're worth, it's amazing what that does with your clientele as well. You start attracting people who value you as opposed to ones who are trying to screw you down on price all the time.
Yeah, very good point. And the word value, we need to be valued because even us showing up here today, we didn't just show up here today to have a conversation that would be valuable to the listeners. We put some preparation time into it and we thought about what we might say and we thought about what value we could bring. So thinking, Toni, that someone who's a startup business or maybe been in business for a while but needs a little bit of your help, What sort of things could you offer these people?
Well, typically what we start with most clients is a bit of a strategy sit down. So we will, first of all, I need to understand what's going on in your business right now, and where you want to be, and who your clients are, you know. And for a lot of people, they say, oh, well, it's anyone in small business, or it's, you know, it's anyone that's located in this area, which, you know, I think we've all been guilty of doing in the past. I know I certainly have been. But when you niche down, when you get very, very specific with who it is that you help, your messaging can become super, super clear. You know, it's the old doctor on a plane story. If you get up on a plane because someone at the front in the galley is having a heart attack, and you get out there and say, is there a doctor on the plane? And the psychiatrist stands up, and the I don't know, the chiropractor stands up, and anyone else who stands up that's got a doctorate stands up. But if you get up there and you say, is there a cardiologist on the plane? Then maybe that one cardiologist stands up and you can get to the person much quicker. So, you know, when you're super specific about who it is that you're looking for, you can talk straight to their pain points. You can talk straight to the solutions and the value that you provide, and you can become an expert in that field. And as a result, you end up charging more and making more money for less work.
What a lovely example, the aeroplane example. Yes, what would a physiotherapist or a psychologist do with someone who was having a heart attack? I'm not quite sure.
No.
But being clear on asking for the cardiologist, absolutely right. I hope that for all those listening, that fabulous example has made it, given you some clarity on how to niche down your business. But if you're still struggling, Toni is certainly the person to go to. Toni, is there anything else you'd like to share? Because the valuable course you did as a master practitioner in neuro-linguistic programming, and prior to us having this conversation now, you were telling me what a benefit it has been. It actually makes you unique as a marketer. So tell us how you integrate the two.
Yeah, so I mean, first and foremost, I kind of went into it thinking it would benefit my business. I've been so pleasantly surprised in the way that it's helped me in all areas of my life. You know, my relationship with my child, my relationship. Well, I've got a new partner since then, and I've attracted one that's everything that I was hoping for, among other things as well. But in what I do, because copywriting is really at the heart of everything that I do. That, you know, your website needs copywriting, all your social media messaging needs to be clear. Blog writing kind of feeds in with that, and website design ties in with it as well beautifully. So and the marketing automation side of it, because with your automated emails and things, they all need copywriting too. But what NLP has taught me is well, for starters, the hypnotherapy part of it was more beneficial than I ever thought it would be as well. In marketing, hypnotic language is actually used very widely. I'm able to identify it a lot more easily now, and to use it in on purpose, I guess, rather than just by accidentally using hypnotic language. But also with NLP, you really are encouraged to ask more questions, because that's what encourages the person who's receiving your message to really think and allow it to resonate with them at a deeper level. So it's really, particularly when I'm writing copy for websites, I write quite differently than a lot of copywriters, in that I really am questioning and calling out those values and those things that sit at a much deeper level that we're consciously not always aware of either, because everything, you know, at any given moment we've got millions and millions of pieces of information coming at us, and our brains have to do the process of deleting, distorting and generalizing in order for us to take on a message. So those values and decisions and beliefs and meta programs that run at a very deep level that we're not even consciously aware of, if we can talk directly to those, you have a much higher chance of converting that client, that customer or that client on the website. So
very good. And as a fellow hypnotherapist, I understand the power of suggestion, and
yes.
with hypnosis, that's what we do. I would take what the client has said and put it back to them in their words, but as a suggestion. So there's no difference in marketing. We are suggesting to people
very much so.
Come shop with us, to come be with us, to come work with us, whatever it happens to be.
Exactly.
Oh, what a fascinating business you're in, and how clever to be able to integrate your knowledge in one area with your knowledge in another area. So congratulations to you, Toni. And how can people contact you?
Well, probably the easiest way is to jump onto my website, which is kickassmarketing.com.au. And from there, they can book in an appointment to chat, or send me an email or give me a call.
So that's Kick Ass Marketing. Very good. I love it. So thank you so much, Toni, for being on the show this morning. And we will talk again.
Thanks very much, Jan. It's been a pleasure.
Bye for now.